2 has got to be the finest vampire movie ever made.
It's pretty damn good, you know. If you haven't watched the Underworld movies.
Underworld? You're gonna sit here and tell me the star of Serendipity is a better action movie star than Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes wishes he had the range of his back and still. 1. Second off, this little half vampire, whatever the heck he's called or whatever in this movie, like, you know, he can't even turn to bats. Like, what kind of real vampire doesn't turn to bats?
Okay, you mean a bat. You do know that real vampires only turn into a single bat, right?
Real vampires turn into multiple bats. Like, it doesn't make sense any other way. Look, man, I come from a long line of multiple bat vampires, alright? So I don't want to hear any of your one bat propaganda.
Propaganda. Okay, I understand that's how you were raised, but it's not 1814 anymore. If somebody wants to turn into one bat, they can totally do that nowadays. Remember when everyone thought vampires had to have their fangs out all the time?
Look, you one-batters have been using that argument for years and years and years, but that's generations ago. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about logic. And logically, where did the body parts go? Huh?
Oh, okay.
Are they all supposed to fit into one bat? No. Multiple bats fix that. Okay? So that just makes no logical sense that it would fit into one bat.
Morphing has been becoming legal in more and more castles year after year.
Just because it's legal does not make it natural. Alright? But, Canadian, like, how do you feel about this?
All I know is my name's Count Paul, and that's between y'all.
Okay.
Listen, I understand you're upset, but maybe this is like stemming from your childhood. Think about it. Have you ever had an experience with a one bat kid?
Like I would ever give the time of night to a oneer.
Okay, you can't say that. No one can. But I want you to think back. Have you ever like played with or talked to like a one bat kid?
Okay, maybe there was this one time. You know, I'm not saying this is exactly what happened, I'm just telling you what I remember. It was middle school, and there's this kid named Jeremy. And, you know, he was a cool kid for a half vampire. But then one day after school, I was like, hey, Jeremy, do you want to go flock with the guys? And he was like, no, I think I'm just going to go fly home by myself. And then he turned around and he turned into one bat.
And did that make Jeremy any less cool to you?
No, but it's just not right. Like, how am I supposed to sit down with my nephew and tell him that there are one bad people in the world?
Oh, so this is about you talking with your nephew. You just don't want to have one conversation with him? Leagues of vamps everywhere are supposed to change their entire lifestyle so you don't have to grab your nephew, sit him down, and just have one conversation where you say the phrase, one bat.
But what if he's in a locker room, right? What are those one bat boys supposed to change in front of him? Are they allowed to change in front of him? I don't want him seeing that.
Okay, so this is really about you being afraid of your nephew being a one bat guy? What if I told you your nephew was born a one bat guy, huh? Would that make you uncomfortable? What if I told you your nephew was a regular vampire just like me and just like you?
I'm nothing like a oneer. One bat is simply not enough to contain all the complexities that it means to be a vampire. I'm sorry, I just can't do that. You can't change the rules just because you don't like them.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear you say that. And the truth is, I pity you. I honestly and truthfully pity you. But we can talk about other things.
Like what?
Like garlic.
Hate it. You know what I don't get about human movies?
What's up?
Like, they're always eating. Like, they always want to go to, like, breakfast or let's meet at a restaurant.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Like, they eat, like, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 times a day.
Like, but why? You know, they can't just be like us where we just take one deer, you know, just one deer.
Yeah.
You know, drain it.
That's it. You're good for, you know, what, 3 weeks?
Exactly.
Last deer we had, that was a while ago.
So,
but these guys, can you imagine? Like, you start your day off, you get out of the house, you're doing your productive stuff, and then you gotta have to stop like 4 hours in just to eat.
Just to eat. Oh,
and then you gotta go.
I wouldn't
back
be able to do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
You should have seen the look on my face when I heard they had to do that.
I've never seen my face.
Neither have I. Can you tell